11-year-old girl finds 475-million-year-old fossil in the Smoky Mountains. The Smoky Mountain National Park is a large mountain range along the Tennessee to North Carolina border in the United States. It forms part of the Blue Ridge Physiographic Province and boasts some pretty incredible natural designs and views. The dense forest is full of amazing wildlife like black bears, white-tailed deer, wild turkeys, cougars, and salamanders. However, spotting these animals can be tricky due to the coverage of the trees. The Smoky Mountain Park has many popular trails and hikes for visitors to challenge and soak in the beauty that this national park has to offer. Recently, a young elementary student named Riley came across a huge discovery when exploring the park. She was walking along the banks of Douglas Lake when she found a rock on the ground that had a strange embedded print. She was skeptical of the rock's design and decided to take it home with her. It was later discovered by Professor Sumrall, the Associate Professor of Paleobiology at the University of Tennessee, that this rock was actually an extremely rare fossil, one of the rarest and oldest to be discovered in the world. The fossil is a trilobite, or an extinct bug or bug-like being that lived in the waters of the Smoky Mountains during the Paleozoic era. This bug-like creature is said to be closely related to the horseshoe crab that can still be found in the Earth's ecosystems today. Trilobites were wiped out by a mass extinction over 252 million years ago. Therefore, this fossil discovered by Riley is extremely old and considered roughly 475 million years old. It is equally rare as trilobites' exoskeletons normally break apart after being shed and do not retain their form. Riley was lucky enough to come across one in excellent condition. Riley generously decided to donate the fossil to the museum, so others could enjoy her incredible discovery. Her kindness is being recognized in the science community, and there is hope that one day maybe she starts a career in paleontology. Drone video shows bandits inside a forest in Kenya. Earlier this week, a video went viral on social media. Drone footage was published online of what were supposedly bandits in a Nigerian forest. However, this narrative turned out to be untrue. The drone video's poster claimed it was showing bandits mockingly having fun inside of the alleged Nigerian forest. Recently, there was a horrific train attack in Kaduna that propelled the story, which many thought to relate to the bandits depicted in the drone footage, spreading controversy and panic over the internet. The Nigerian federal government was heavily criticized and mocked for its failure to stop acts of terror such as the train attack from occurring. But a prompt investigation from Politics Nigeria revealed that the video was not of any Nigerian bandits, and that it was not connected to the tragedy of the train in Kaduna at all. Politics Nigeria, a Nigerian newspaper and journalist organization, tracked down the source of the video and its backstory. As it turns out, the video was taken by Kenya's GSU, or General Service Unit drone, and the bandits shown in the footage are cattle rustlers hiding with cattle they stole so as to not get captured by authorities. The bandits are concealed by thick brushwood in what was located as Pokot County, Kenya. The bandits attempted to cook breakfast for themselves and tried to shoot the drone down after noticing it was recording them, but were fortunately unsuccessful. The GSU drones are sent to record and capture any bandit activity and report to the GSU Army Group. These particular bandits deal in the trade of stolen cattle, terrorizing farmers and cattle owners all over Kenya's countries, from the aforementioned Pokot to Samburu, Laikipia and Baringo. Cattle is crucial in rural parts of Kenya as it can provide nourishment, help with farm life, and is worth much to the people who own them. To have one's cattle stolen can spell ruin and instability for the cattle rustlers' victims and is a serious problem. It's thought that the cattle rustlers spent the night inside of the thicket and rested in that location for a good while before moving on. In the Kerio Valley, another Kenyan county, a school bus was the subject of a bandit terror crime after it was attacked with schoolchildren inside. Fred Matiang'i, the government Interior Cabinet Secretary, declared the government's intention to wipe out the bandits and restore peace, stating that the school bus attack was evidence of the bandits belonging to a forming criminal enterprise. The bandit situations in both Kenya and Nigeria is seemingly rising, with both governments being criticised for the handling of their respective criminal problems. Hidden Oasis of Life discovered under the Maldives. Lots of research out there has focused on looking for life in new places, though a good deal of that research, and what we might generally think of, involves scouring the skies, searching for alien life on distant planets. What we don't realise is that there is plenty of life tucked away in the corners of our planet, hiding away in unexpected places, and that this search for life could start much closer to home. In October 2022, a team of what has been dubbed aquanauts found an oasis for deep ocean life in the watered desert of the Maldives. This submarine mission unveiled a new ecosystem, thriving and, up until recently, had not been documented, nor had many similar. This ecosystem, nicknamed the Trapping Zone, was found by a deep water seamount. It reaches 500 meters in depth, and is where some of the large fish gather and eat microscopic nekton, a tiny organism that can be likened to zooplankton. Microscopic nekton swim between the surface of the ocean and the waters about 1 kilometer deeper, creating what is essentially a wave of migration when the larger fish follow their movements to eat. This research, the Nekton Maldives mission, is the first time we have mapped this area. Now we have a systematic map of the deep waters found in the Maldives and through to the southwest of Sri Lanka and India. The international research team found the ecosystem by Sathoraha deep-sea mountain, and they were led right to it thanks to the movement of the micronekton. Micronekton swim downwards, but by the sunken seamount, where there are several volcanic ridges and fossilized reefs that have sat there for tens of millions of years, around the point where the micronekton seemingly stop heading downwards. Instead of their usual depths, they are trapped at about 500 meters, leaving them exposed for predators who live in the trapping zone. These can be schools of tuna, sharks, or deep-water fish, all of which are known to hang around in this dangerous spot. The research team made use of the Omega Seamaster 2, a submarine that looks like a glass bubble. This allowed them to watch firsthand as they saw this ecosystem in action. Finding this ecosystem is thrilling, but the most exciting part was the diversity within it. During their search, the team managed to spy a great deal of different species, even those that were relatively rare to see. Lucy Woodall, a marine scientist from the University of Oxford, explained that this discovery could be highly beneficial to scientists, letting us all understand what goes on in the deep ocean that little bit more. She said, "Why is this occurring? Why is there something that's specific at 500 meters? Does this life go even deeper? What is this transition? What is there? And why?" Having seen this ecosystem in the Maldives, we can assume that other ocean islands with similar underwater structures to them could also be homes to ecosystems not dissimilar to that seen within the trapping zone. Some have suggested that the seamounts and submerged volcanoes are areas with such high diversity within them, are such hotspots and thriving centers because of how they affect the micronekton, bringing a high supply of food. Something that has been a great cause for concern to researchers is the way the micronekton can survive with the climate crisis. Recent climate reports suggest they aren't thriving quite so well. Without the micronekton, we are likely to lose the fish, birds, and mammals that eat them. But what do you make of these recent discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.